Well, good evening, race fans of the internet. Welcome back to Talking Dirt TV as we present to you tonight the championship race for the DOB Big Block Modified Series. Right here, all 10 weeks have been on TDTV, and so far, so good for the series as they come in to the final race of the year with Joshua Piquel all but locking up a championship, barring a terrible showing tonight. If he does have that, though, Kevin Hanley still has a shot. Let's get right into the action. Of course, my name is Ryan Williams. Joining me tonight will be Mr. Matt Pridge. And once again, Matt's been with us all season, and he's going to finish it off strong tonight. As Matt, we're getting set for qualifying here, but how does it feel to be back at the dirt track at Charlotte for what seems to be a huge night for these DOB Big Block Modifieds to wrap up season number 3?
I always love being here, man. It's even in real life, it's a good atmosphere to be in. The track's real racy and it's fun, nice, big and wide. So it should be some good, clean racing going on. I'm really excited to see these guys on here.
Absolutely, yeah. A much better racing surface than we saw out of last week. Remember, we tried to go to Bristol Motor Speedway dirt track. That one kind of backfired on us a little bit, so we had to call the race early last Thursday night, but we come back tonight and try to get 100 laps to end the season here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Qualifying currently underway. Kevin Click looks like he's going to be the first one to cross the start-finish stripe. Click, 15.92 seconds on lap number 1. Let's go have a look at some other guys. Here's Brett Strickler working lap number 2. Strickler fourth quick, lap number 1 there. We pull up the time, 16:02 for Strickler, as he's a little bit off the gas in turns 3 and 4. As he heads down the front straightaway, a good lap number 2, but not quite good enough for Strickler, as he'll stay second. Now, the man that we are all looking at, he's sitting in the pits right now. He currently holds the lead in the points over Kevin Hanley, and he will all but lock it up with a good running here tonight as we take a look at the season standings right now. Piquel, a 41-point advantage. The only way that Hanley will win this race, or could win this points championship, it would be if Piquel were DQ'd here tonight and Hanley won. So there's a good points gap. The gap for second, however, is still possible. Chris Roberts and Kevin Hanley only separated by 8 points here, as that one could be very, very, very interesting throughout these 100 laps. So Piquel not going to take a time here tonight, although he is practically the winner of the series. We'll hit on that a few times, and we'll talk to him at the end of this one. So no B-main here tonight, is only, looks like 16 drivers sign up to take to the speedway here tonight. It'll be Hanley in qualifying, a 15.911. He's your quick time. Click second. Reynolds, Sharp, James, your top 5. Strickler, Christofferson, Berner, Roberts, Moody, the top 10. Then it's Westfall, Tupper, Tim Sims, 11. Not sure who's on that account here tonight. Eric Tupper was 12th. Todd LeBaub, Justin Sick, no time. Piquel, no time either. As everybody will be on the speedway here as we take the cams back down, as it looks like Matt's trying to get into the server. And as soon as he gets in here, you'll see how beautiful this track is for this 100-lap race. I know that you and I, we were doing a big money race here not too long ago, and if Cedar Lake had looked like this when we were about to take the green for our main event, man, I think you and I would have had a better shot at the icebreaker.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I really didn't have much of a shot at the money, being my foot was broken. I was just glad I made it into the show on the prelim night, because there was a good bit of drivers that weren't able to, so I'm definitely blessed and happy enough I've done that.
Absolutely. You and I both made the prelim mains. James Murphy, one of our TDTV sponsor drivers, ended up making that whole main event, so he was, the top 24 of 100 drivers entered, so James did a heck of a job to even get in there. As we turn our attention back tonight here, this warm-up looks like they might run the whole thing, as Piquel in the warm-up is the fastest car. Piquel 15.92, Tupper 15.93, James 15.96, Hanley 15.97, Cligg 15.98. So Matt, that's about as close as it gets right there. You got a 15.92 as first. Your fifth place guy here in warm-ups, 15.98 seconds around the dirt track at Charlotte. These guys are as close as it gets here in these big block modifieds. Some other cool big block modified news, Matt. For the first time ever, the short track Super Series will race here in the lower half of the Carolinas. I know they were up at Cherokee Speedway a couple of years ago, but making their way down to Lakeview Motor Speedway, definitely a topic that we will cover over on the Talking Dirt podcast when season 2 of Talking Dirt comes around, or the next episode, whichever comes first. But that's some big news out of Lakeview Motor Speedway. Can't wait for that one in February. But here on the sim, these big blocks ripping lips, man. These guys putting up some really good times here in the warm-up session. Paquel, Tupper, James, Hanley, Click, Sick, the top 6, LaBalbe, Reynolds, Westfall, Strickler, let's say Moody, Burner, and I believe the Tim Sims 11 account. Yes, all collecting times here in this one. Minus a Darren Detweiler here tonight. Sad to see him not in action for the last race here. Had some late Christmas festivities to get into. So sad to see Darren not be able to make the final race here, Matt. But this track looking absolutely gorgeous. I've always loved the dirt track at Charlotte. Probably one of my favorite, non-local tracks, especially on the sim. One of my favorites to run on the sim. Now I'm expecting, honestly, man, for these first 20 to 30 laps of this race, this track's going to be pretty bottom dominant for my liking, because you see that outside groove there already a little bit worked in. I'm expecting to see a lot of these guys go searching for quite a while here, running both bottom and top of this racetrack.
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, the fast line is going to be kind of like middle to the top
Right.
in 1 and 2, and the bottom at 3 and 4. It's going to be at the bottom of turns 3 and 4 for probably about half the race. And it's
Right.
For the first 10, 15 laps, it's going to be on the bottom around 1 and 2. But like I said, 10, 15 laps in, you're going to see people move up towards the middle, and then another 5 or so or 10 or so laps, it's going to move all the way up to the very top.
And here was the thing, right? Up until, about 6 months ago, this track was bottom until like lap 30. And then they did a couple of changes, which honestly did some good, and that pushed that racing groove out to about the middle of the speedway. But still, one of the most fun tracks to work with here on the sim. And Matt, do we have an invert here tonight?
He hasn't said anything in the chat, so I'm assuming not.
So we're gonna assume not, and if there's not,
there might be. He might have said it in the I have the driver chat turned off.
Well, if there is not, this is how your starting lineup would be. Is it looks like they are gonna switch up just a little bit. Let's see here. So maybe a top 4 invert here is what it looks like to me. So your front row, inside it'll be the 28 machine of Jeff Sharp. Outside of him, the number 79, that'll be Dean Reynolds. Rolling off row number 2 inside, it'll be the number 25 machine out of Ohio. That'll be Kevin Click. And to his outside, it'll be Kevin Hanley in the 110 car. Back to row number 3, the international driver. Starting 5th, it'll be Taylor James in 00. And Taylor James in the 00 car. Brett Strickler, Pennsylvania native, on his outside. Back to row number 4, Clay Christopherson, Tim Burner. Row number 5, Chris Roberts and Larry Moody. Row number 6, it'll be Matt Westfall on the inside out of Ohio. Eric Tupper to his outside. And then to round out the field here, starting in 13th, the Tim Sims 11 account. I'll get confirmation on who's in that car in a moment. Todd LaBalbe, 14th. Justin Sick and Josh Paquel to round out the field as we get set to go racing out of turn number 4. We are green for the final time this year with the DOB Big Block Modified Series. Matt, take us through this first lap. These guys already fanning out.
Jeff Sharp out to a good lead here. Glad to see him in this position. He's been running, decently well all year long, but just bad luck always seems to strike him too, as well as a lot of our other main drivers. But
speaking of bad luck here, not to cut you off, Matt, but Josh Paquel and Todd LaBalbe involved in an incident there down the back straightaway on lap number 1. Those two well behind the 8 ball now. Spakel's in corner number 3. Your leader, Jeff Sharp, coming down the back straightaway. That puts him in a rough and precarious spot here off the start. As Matt, we got a battle for a lead brewing. Here comes that 25 car on the bottom. Like we said, Kevin Click challenging.
You know, and again, another driver with, you know, some bad luck this on the season, but he's out to a commanding lead now as he's going to go back up to the top there. And now that leaves Dean Reynolds there in 3rd position, but he's got the 0 of Taylor James battling him hard on the inside. Kevin Hanley trying to throw his name in the mix.
Yeah, bottom and top pretty even right now, as you see James holding his own on the bottom of the speedway as Reynolds now clears him. And Hanley will squeeze by him and take the spot at the line. Hanley move him up to 4th officially here. Oh, had to hit the binders there as he got up on Reynolds' backside. That's going to put James back in front of him. Taylor James trying to get around Dean Reynolds again. But here you see, Matt, like I said, the bottom and top, they're pretty even right now, but still a long, long way to go in this race. As Tupper trying to make his way up to the field. Larry Moody battling with Justin Sick, the number 15 car. Roberts on the bottom trying to inch closer to Brett Strickler. Plenty of battles to talk about right now as we're still looking at 3 wide at times for that 3rd spot.
They're going to go 3 wide. Hanley's going to second guess that and drop back a little bit. So back to 2 wide, 2 deep, 3 deep actually. So 6 cars 2 wide there.
So let's go back and check on your final 2 cars right now. Paquel and LaBelle. There they are. And where's your leader? He's entering 3. So these two need a caution desperately right now as Click works his way towards lap traffic in the form of points leader Josh Paquel. Sharp, Reynolds, James all in a bunch now as Sharp has lost some ground on your leader. Click, he's up to about a 3/4 of a second advantage. Here's, just about 3 wide there. If Christopherson would have pushed the bottom, we would have had a photo opportunity of 3 wide here at the dirt track at Charlotte. But these guys still fighting hard for position. This is what you love to see right here. 11 laps in, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all right there, Matt.
Yeah, there's some real tight racing going on right now. You could probably throw a little a handkerchief over these guys right now. How close they're running. They looking like they want to go 3, 4, 5 wide every corner, but they're all fighting hard for that track position.
Yeah, I want to see how hard these guys can push it right now. As you see Reynolds, he's pulling up on Sharp, but here comes Hanley on the bottom. Hanley 2nd in points, looking to make the best of a bad situation right now, as he doesn't really have a chance to catch Paquel unless Paquel gets DQ'd. So he needs all he can get to make sure that he stays in front of that man right there, Chris Roberts, for 2nd in points here in Season 3. Hanley, a 3-time runner of the series. Paquel has 2 championships in a row if he sews it up here tonight. And we go back and look at season number 1 just real quick. I'm going to go back and check that out and see who that champion was. The inaugural season championship went to Kevin Hanley. So Hanley is a 1-time champion with the DOB Big Block Modified Series. And he would love to make that 2 if all the cookies were to crumble his way here tonight. Looking back at Paquel and LaBelle, they are starting to inch away from Click. Not quite as close as he was a moment ago, but going back to this battle here, Matt, still going at it for 3rd as Hanley finally able to clear Reynolds, but Reynolds, one tough customer here trying to catch him again.
Another battle I'm looking at is Christopherson and Taylor James here. 0 in the 51. They were making a little bit of contact. I thought they were about to spin each other out, but they keeping it straight. But a tough battle going on between these two.
Absolutely. You see Christopherson, that's that 51 on the bottom. James is the 0 machine on the top there, that red, white, and gray machine. Up in front of him, Brett Strickler in the 38 car. Look at another battle behind these guys. The 115 of Eric Tupper and the 15 of Justin Sick. We got a battle of the 15s as the 38 of Strickler up into the wall here. He's going to keep it going. We stay green flag racing. Good save there by the 38 as there's a little contact now, Matt, between the 79 and 110 as Hanley has 2nd by himself here And we've single filed out through the top 5. The next challenger back, Christopherson, still trying to pressure the bottom of Taylor James, but this track's starting to work its way towards the top shelf as Chris Roberts finds himself 2 spots out of the top 5. Needs a big run here, needs to finish in front of Kevin Hanley if he wants to take second in points.
Yeah, Roberts now with some pressure coming from the inside by the likes of, lost my mouse, I'm so sorry.
That'd be Justin Sick.
Yep, him. Lost my mouse.
Oh, you're all good. Go ahead, find that mouse, search across the room. It's probably under the desk somewhere. Larry Moody right now in 9th position. Good looking run for Mr. Larry Moody once again. Let's look back up front here. Christopherson, James, Sharp, Reynolds, Hanley, everybody single file. Click is working on the 94 of Todd LeBaub. LeBaub looks like he may be the first to go a lap down here in this A-main event. 25 laps in. Where's our points leader? Joshua Paquel has put some distance between he and the leader as Paquel's working down the back straightaway, and Click just now getting on turn number 2. So Josh Paquel back going in the right direction. How far has he got to go to catch anybody? Tim Burner is quite a ways away as Paquel's coming down the front straightaway. So unless we have a caution, not sure how much ground Paquel's going to be able to make up here in this A-main as Kevin Click continues to work them off. Hanley in hot pursuit. The gap right now, Matt, at about a second, 1.1, 1.2, as Click continues to lead us.
And battle for 4th now as Taylor James takes the position away from the 28 of Jeff Sharp. Now Clay Christopherson is going to look to try to take that position. I've noticed that Jeff Sharp, he likes that bottom line. I mean, he's got a couple cars passing him. Hopefully he can get back up to the top soon. As we got the number 11, he's going to pull it to the pits and probably end his night.
He absolutely did. You say Clay Christopherson seems to like that bottom. Jeff Sharp seems to like that bottom. Yeah, I got you. Jeff Sharp seems to like that bottom. Right now, the bottom not liking him so much as he's lost 2 spots. As Christopherson able to work around him on the outside. And Christopherson going to have the spot at the line once again. So Jeff Sharp really needing to go back up to that top line to find some speed here, but he may just be cutting laps off. We're already 31 in of 100. Click continues to lead. Hanley trying to work him down here, Matt. That gap really starting to get reeled in here. Down to about 0.9 there at the line. That's about 0.2 off of what it was a couple of laps ago. And just look at this run that Hanley's able to get down the backstretch here. Pulls him all the way into turn number 3, down to a half a second. That slider line now for Kevin Hanley coming into play.
Yeah, it was a 0.7 of a second split that time. So that was 2/10. He gained 2/10 in 1 lap there. That slider line seems to be working phenomenal as he's again able to cut it down to half a second, but Click able to just pull away off the corner there.
Yeah, Click with a bit of a better corner exit that time in 1 and 2. Stretched the advantage out to about a second, but Hanley reels him right back in corners 3 and 4. But that top side just going to have enough momentum to put a little bit of distance back between them. The gap was down to about 0.8 there at the line as they work down the back straightaway once again. Click's corner exit a little bit higher up than Hanley's here in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. As he's going to stretch it back out to about 0.9. So 36 laps into this race. Your top 2 starting to put distance between them. Dean Reynolds, Taylor James, and Clay Christopherson. As Jeff Sharp falls under fire once again. Justin Sick to the outside looking for 6th. Oh, contact. Whew, they were lucky there.
Yeah, contact between Sick and Sharp there. That's a little bit of a tricky situation that Sick's in because you got the lap car in front of you and you got a guy that is pretty fast to your inside. You can't go, you know.
Right.
It's a frustrating position to be in, but
caution.
Looks like he might. And we are going to have a caution come out.
We are for Brett Strickler here. Brett Strickler, the caution car, as he comes to a rest. Let's see what happens to him as he's ripping the lip on the top of the speedway here. Your TDTV instant replay Sees him go up and over. Well, it didn't do a complete flip, but just about does. And that will bring out the caution here. That just passed lap number 37. We were working on 38. Strickler will come in, presumably take a fast repair. Paquel in for some damage repair as well. As we look back on, Click, your leader, Matt, but with how fast Hanley was there towards the end of that run, I'm looking over my shoulder if I'm Kevin Click right now.
Well, definitely. These guys are, they're going to have a good race whenever they get to each other. The leader's going to fire off and get a good lead. But I'm going to tell you what, now that this caution's come out, one you're going to need to look out for is going to be that 33. Josh McHale.
Well, he's sitting in the pits right now.
Yeah, but he's getting damage fixed. Caution laps aren't counting, so he's not going to lap down. So,
absolutely right here. I hope he's coming back out.
On 38, we're 37 laps complete, so a lot of race left. I think he can do it.
He absolutely can, as there goes the one to go to green. Does Paquel and Strickler move? They haven't started to yet. Here comes Paquel. Strickler got to be right behind him, so both cars will get back out on the speedway as the field works down the back straightaway. Top is chosen by Kevin Click. That's going to be key here. Will the top work on the restarter? Will Hanley get a run on the bottom? We're going to find out here in just a moment as we work through 3 and 4 into the restart zone and back. Green flag racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Season finale gets back underway, and what a restart there for Click as we work down into 1 and 2, Matt.
Yeah, Hanley with a great run through 1 and 2 there. He's going to throw the slide job through turns 3 and 4. He's going to clear Click. Click going to try to cross over. But it's going to be Hanley at the line with the lead. Click going to try to throw a slide job here. Now Hanley with the crossover. And they're doing the same thing for position number 3.
Absolutely. Let's see if Hanley slides it up too high again here. Nope, that one looks a lot better, but will Click have an opportunity? He'll go for it on the inside. Slide job from Kevin Click. He's going to clear him. Hanley back down to the bottom. This is a good battle for the lead, but watch out for Dean Reynolds as he comes in. He's looking to slide the 25 of Click. Doesn't do it. Pulls it up limp. Hanley, your new leader. He's clean and clear as Click reels him back in turns 1 and 2. Reynolds now to third. Christopherson up to fourth. How about this 51 car, Matt? He's made up 2 spots here since the restart. James back to 5th. 6 is in 6th. And up front, Hanley starting to stretch his legs a little bit. 0.3 seconds right now as he has gotten away from your next 2 cars as Dean Reynolds looking to make some headway on the 25 now. Nothing doing. Reynolds going to fall right back in line. Let's now go back and look at Paquel. He's on the bottom of the speedway trying to pass a few cars. He's up about 3 spots since this restart, Matt, so keep an eye out for that guy. But up front, Taylor James making some moves once again. Ripping the lip here at Charlotte. 3 wide right now as the caution flag flies. I believe it's Strickler once again. Yeah, it is Strickler here. He in the 54 of Westfall. Make contact. Westfall doesn't spin. Strickler does spin. And that will send him back to the pits for the second time here tonight. Just shy, Matt, of the halfway point here on the second caution. And there we saw a good run by Joshua Paquel, but he's going to have to do it all over again. Back to pit road for Paquel to repair some more damage.
And a great restart by Kevin Hanley there as he was able to take the lead away from Kevin Click.
Absolutely.
Got 2 Kevins on the front row.
Yeah, we got Kevin and Kevin we're looking at here on the front row for this restart. And Hanley's going to go right back to the top. As they come around, let's see, that yellow flag's still high in the air. Let's see if the lights go out here on the iRacing pace car. Yes, they will. As we work down into turns 1 and 2 here for the final time before we go back green flag racing here. Matt, what a night so far. Great racing all around as we see the field. Still, I believe, 16 cars in this field. And we are about set to resume racing action here tonight at the dirt track in Charlotte for the season finale. As we'll watch him from up top with the starter. He's got that green flag ready to fly. Hanley on the loud pedal. We're back underway here at the dirt track in Charlotte.
And he decided to swing it wide there coming off of turn 4. But coming out of turn 2 there, he's going to be able to extend that lead out. Now Taylor James is going to take away that second position. Kevin Click 4 wide for just a second there. A lot of contact going on right now. Click second, James third, Reynolds fourth, and Christopherson fifth. And of course, Kevin Hanley the leader.
Well, Hanley's the leader. Now Taylor James going to slide up in front of Kevin Click. Click, little bit of a nose to the back of him. Put the bumper to the back of the 0 car. Didn't do him a bit of good as he fell 3 wide with the 79 of Reynolds. Now the 115 of Tupper. Where did Eric Tupper come from, Matt? He's up into the top 5 now in that 115 car. Christopherson up to third. Back to Larry Moody. He's the last car in this group chasing down Justin Sick. We got a heck of a battle right now between a lot of guys here. Starts with the 51 of Christopherson and goes all the way back to the 79 of Reynolds. Trading positions back and forth here. Go back up front. Hanley about a 1 second advantage almost over Taylor James, who made his way to second place. Good run for the international driver there in the 0 car.
And I'm telling you that bottom line wasn't working earlier. But Clay Christopherson sure is making it work for him, and he's battling with Click for the 3rd position.
Absolutely. See that top's going to get a little bit of a better run down the straightaways here, but that bottom really helping Christopherson out in the corners. Let's see if it can clear him. Not quite. They still stay side by side there at the line, but it looks like Click has the spot back for the time being, as he's going to now clear the 51 of Clay Christopherson. And now Eric Tupper going to rip the lip once again up on the very, very top of this speedway. As we look back, Josh Paquel lagging behind here on lap number 52 as we pass halfway. The 110 of Kevin Hanley isn't too far off of him here, as Taylor James back in second, 25, 115, 51, round out the top 5. Good battles right now, Matt, for 4th and 6th.
Yeah, great battles going on all over the place. They looked like they went 4 wide back there for a second between Roberts, Moody, Sharp, and Westfall. As they almost went 4 wide again coming off of turn 4. These guys racing hard for every position. Right now, Roberts in the 8th position, Moody in the 9th, Westfall in 10th.
Absolutely, yeah. Moody and Westfall trading 9th back and forth that lap. Oh, contact, Westfall, Westfall. Woo, holds on to it. Good save by Matt Westfall there. Larry Moody just pushed up a little bit, got into him. As that's going to shape that battle out. These guys now off of each other. Sharp currently in 10th, started first, so not the 9th that he was looking for. Go back up to this battle right now for the 5th spot. Justin Sick up to 5th in the 15 car. Outside of him, Dean Reynolds looking good in that 79 machine, as he's going to get a run, but it's still going to be Sick this time by at the line. Up in front of them, Tupper banging the boards here, trying to catch Click, who's kind of settled in 3rd here, 57 laps in of 100, as Hanley still at about a second advantage over James, but it's slowly creeping back in, Matt, as Taylor James able to work down to about 0.8 that time.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on that interval there for the past few laps, and I've noticed that it is starting to get a little bit smaller and smaller. But I'm also enjoying watching this battle here between Click and Tupper. It looks like Sick's going to throw the slide job,
hold it up,
not to go to the top.
Well, let's see if he does it this time. He's got the run he wants, but hey, it's like a half a slider line. I haven't seen anybody do that recently here at this track, but I like what Sick's able to do here. Let's see if he finally pulls it all the way up. No, he does not. Almost like a half slide line, and it's working right now for Justin Sick as he's able to contain that 5th spot away from Dean Reynolds. So good driving as now Reynolds powers back by, but you see here in the corners again, Justin Sick going to do the same thing. He's not going to slide all the way up in front of him, gives Reynolds plenty of room. These guys, a nice battle here, showing a lot of respect for one another.
it might could be a mind game thing, kind of, because like maybe it's getting him nervous, and maybe he'll bobble the car a little bit, maybe hit the wall, but I don't know. Whatever it's working, whatever he's doing is, or whatever he's doing that's working. Last time and this time, it looked like he had the position.
Absolutely. He threw it in there that time. Wow. Reynolds lucky to get by him with no contact there, as that's going to really put a twist to the run here for Justin Sick, as he's going to have to go back to the drawing board on this one. Up in front of them, Tupper by his lonesome, Click by his lonesome. James, Matt, don't look now, but he's reeling in your leader very quickly here, down to a half a second here on that number 65.
Yeah, I was going to mention that he's reeling it in close, or slowly by slowly.
Slowly but surely is what you're looking for there.
Yeah. Slowly but surely he's reeling them in. But, I mean, he's got plenty of time. You got a little bit of lap traffic coming up. That's going to become a factor. Kevin Click got into the wall there a little bit through 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Looking back at Sick, he still trails Reynolds there. Reynolds in 5th. Go back up front. Gap back out to about 3/4 of a second. Taylor James up into the wall there. Doesn't scrub off at any speed. Going to have a good run down the back straightaway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. 67 laps in, just over 30 laps left, right at 32 this time by at the line. As lap traffic starting to come into play, I believe that will be the Tim Sims account. As Matt let out an what we got?
Oh, sorry. Taylor James into the wall a little bit there is going to allow Kevin Click to catch up a little bit, and it's going to give the leader Kevin Hanley a 1.2 second lead. But before he made contact, Kevin Click was running down the second place Taylor James, and he not losing Tupper neither. So Tupper also gaining.
Well, Hanley into lap traffic up here, Matt. Hold on, we'll get back to that in just a second. I see it right behind him. Hanley was working into lap traffic. Sorry for cutting you off, but Click and James now in a battle for the second spot. James puts it on the nose. Click back up underneath. Good crossover for Kevin Click. That's going to take away Taylor James's opportunity here, as this driver needs to refine his rhythm here and go for it again, as he's got a heck of a run down the front stretch, but still going to keep it right tucked in behind the 25, as lap traffic in the mix here in this battle for second. Now James going to slide up in front of the 25 here, Matt.
25 will Click back down to the bottom. He's going to load it up and throw one. Yes, he is. And of course, the 0 Taylor James is going to go right back down to the bottom. And he's able to clear him coming off of turn 2 there. And Kevin Click's not going to be able to slide him back to 3 and 4.
Yeah, that was a heck of a crossover move there by Taylor James. Puts distance between he and Click. But while these guys are doing that, Hanley stretched his lead. He's up to 1.6 seconds over second and third, as those two still right with each other. Tupper in this battle. So is now Dean Reynolds, your 2nd through 5th, all within striking distance of each other. But it's so far tonight all been about that man right there in the 110. Kevin Hanley is back for second, Matt. We got another slider. Click was able to get around him there in 2. James back to the bottom, or back to the top, however. And now Click gonna slide it up. A little contact there.
It was dirty, but oh so clean, and that gave Click position. But Taylor James is gonna throw a slide job here in turns 3 and 4. There's a crossover, but James at the line with the position. They're gonna throw it again.
Yeah, an excellent move there by Kevin Click. Slide job in 1 and 2. James back down to the bottom. Slide job for second from Taylor James. Good looking run here for the 0 car. Good looking run for the 25 as well. Remember, he was up in the lead for quite a while. Lost it to Hanley, and now finds himself battling for second with the international driver Taylor James, looking for his best run of the year. Those two, single file. James into the wall. James into the wall. This one's going to give Click another chance as he instantly dives to the bottom. He's going to pull up. Wow, that was close, Matt.
And Tupper almost into him there. He had to check up on the binders. So did Dean Reynolds. So It's going to give an advantage to James here. Now Tupper's going to throw the slide job. Not quite going to clear him, so he's going to pull it back and try to reload.
Absolutely. Advantage up to 2.1 seconds for Kevin Hanley. Where's your current points leader? He's in turn 3, needing a caution badly to try and make something happen here tonight, but it's all Hanley right now as he continues to lead back to second. James with Click on the back bumper once again. Kevin Click, one tough customer, just will not go away here tonight at Charlotte.
Keeps trying to throw something together, but James able to counter him every time. But like you said, in the meantime of them two racing each other as hard as they were, that allowed Kevin Hanley to jump to a great lead, almost a 2-second lead now.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been thinned a little bit here by James as he's got some green racetrack in front of him, albeit Todd LeBaub in the way here. In the 94, LeBaub looks like he will fall another spot back as he is a lap down here to leader Hanley. As LeBaub on the top, your second and third place going to have to try and get around him as the 0 goes to the bottom. The 94 going to stay on the top. That's going to give Click an opportunity here, Matt. If he's able to stay on the top there and get a run on Taylor James, but James now going to clear the 94 of LeBaub. And he will put a car between he and third place with only 15 laps to go.
And a good run by these guys tonight so far. They good hard racing to give each other some room.
LeBaub in the wall.
Into the wall. There, everybody's able to get around him good, so the green flag.
Absolutely, still green here. We look back to the field, see if we can find any nice battles. We have one. Larry Moody, Chris Roberts, Jeff Sharp. All three cars under a blanket right now, battling for 8th, 9th, 10th is Moody right in the middle, Sharp on the bottom, Roberts on the top, just about 3 wide there, that time by the line. Christopherson up in front of these guys, trying to not let him catch him. Roberts ripping the lip into the wall for Chris Roberts, and that's going to drop him a spot here to Jeff Sharp in turns 3 and 4. But he's going to keep chug-a-lugging along here. Third place in points right now, Mr. Chris Roberts. Back up to Christopherson, looks good on the bottom still. Remember, he had that thing rolling for the first 2 or 3 laps of this run. It's, oh boy, Taylor James, second place runner, up and over here with 11 laps to go.
Heartbreak Hotel.
Absolutely, he had fallen back to third. Let's watch it from this angle, because we missed a big one here. He slid up in front of the 25 of Click. Click was able to clear him on the outside. James down the back straightaway. Lost a couple more spots to Tupper and the 15 of Sick. Then he got up into the wall, up and over that open wheel left front, or right front, excuse me, caught that wall and just went straight up it. And Taylor James will have his night, go from the penthouse all the way to the outhouse here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Tough luck there for the driver that was having his best run of the year so far. But that breathes new life in it to Joshua Paquel, as he will find himself at the back of this pack here, but still with, I believe, about 10 laps to go. Once we take the green flag, let's see how far he can make it up in 12 laps. He's been fast all year long, but tonight has been all about Kevin Hanley. He's led since about lap 15 with just 11 to go. Kevin Click's going to have to do everything in his power to make an attempt to take this race win away from the driver of the 110 car. Justin Sick's been good tonight as well, Matt. Eric Tupper +8. Justin Sick, I believe, +13. Let's see here how it shuffles back out. Sick +11, excuse me, or +12. Man, I'm all sorts of wonky right now. Justin Sick +12, Eric Tupper +8. So some really big movers here tonight as we go double file once again, coming possibly to a green flag with just 11 laps to go for the season finale here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the DOB Big Block Modifieds. And there goes Hanley. Click's going to follow. We're back underway.
great restart there. I thought he was going to get the position there going into turn one, but Click able to get it 3 wide between Sick, Click, and Tupper. They make a little bit of contact, but they're able to give each other room now. Ooh, contact, Sick, Tupper. Ooh. These guys bumping into each other a little bit. Now, Sick's going to battle with the 79 of Dean Reynolds. They almost make contact. Ooh, car flying around. I don't know who that was. I believe it was Taylor James again. I know him.
Let's see. We got the Tim Sims 11 account involved, as well as, I believe, Matt Westfall here.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Take it in rewind mode and watch on with Westfall in the 54. Oh, yeah. Gets into the back of Burner. Yeah. We saw something similar to that in the Icebreaker 100 race last night with Netcode. There, if you get into the right rear, just whips your car around. But that one breathes new life into it here for Click, who had all but lost Hanley there before we went back racing, or before we got that yellow flag. Click in second, Sick in third, Tupper fourth. Reynolds rounds out the top 5 right now, working our 4th caution of the night here. Just 8 laps remaining before we crown our Season 3 champion. And Joshua Paquel has been that guy all year long. There you see that neon green, purple number 33P has been money all year long, as he's looking to pick up a couple more spots here before this one is all said and done. I believe lights are out around the racetrack. We're about to go back green flag racing here into 8 laps to go. Green flag's gonna fly. Good restart for Hanley. Click right behind him. And we're racing once again as Sick goes down to the bottom here, Matt.
It looked like he was going to try to throw a slide job for a second there, but he ran it through the middle. Trying to mimic that line of the 110 there. Is Click going to try to topside. It looked like he got a decent little run there coming off the turn 4, but going to go back to the bottom in 1 and 2, and I just don't think that's the best place to be.
Not quite right now with this track the way it is. Not quite working enough for the bottom to really come back in. That top just has so much momentum. Click's able to get by him once again. Here we go, Matt. Look up front. Your top 2 not separated by much now. About a nose length between the 2. As Click's going to go to the bottom. Will he throw it? Yes, he will. Slide job, Kevin Click. Hanley to the bottom. Drag race at the line. 5 to go.
Well, I could not tell you who had the position at the line there, but almost 3 wide for the lead coming off of 2. Click with the slide job. And
the gloves.
Drop it down. Click.
Holy cow, look at Sick on the bottom.
For the lead. 3 wide for the lead.
The gloves are off at the dirt track at Charlotte, and we are racing for a win here. Click into the wall, hard into the wall. Contact, wheelie spin, saves it. What a save!
What a hands of the race. They are able to keep it green, but Sick still giving Hanley a challenge for the lead. Sick is on the bottom, and it looks like Hanley has it at the line here with just 2 laps to go.
Well, Hanley's got a great run down the back straightaway here. Sick's going to have to load something up as we come around. Matt, going to be 1 lap to go. Last lap of the season. Kevin Hanley's got him cleared. Justin Sick's got to make something happen here. He had the ballsy move to get into the top 2, but too little too late. It's into 3 here. Kevin Hanley will come off turn number 4 and win the season finale here at the dirt track at Charlotte. What a race. 2nd to Sick, 3rd to Tupper, 4th. How about Chris Roberts finishing 4th, Reynolds 5th, Sharp 6th, Christofferson 7th, Moody 8th, Paquel +7 to 9th, Taylor James 10th, Tim Burner 11th, and Kevin Click, Heartbreak Hotel, finishes in 12th. Man, gotta hate it there for Kevin Click, but how about the other Kevin Hanley? a big win tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte to cap off season 3 with the DOB Big Block Modified Series. And before we get to your race winner, your top 3, Injury Points champion, how about this? Your rundown tonight. Kevin Hanley is officially your winner. We'll pull it up right now. Hanley is your winner in the number 11 machine. Justin Sick will finish in the second spot in the number 15. Eric Tupper, the 115, finishes 3rd. Chris Roberts, 4th. Dean Reynolds, 5th. Jeff Sharp, 6th. Clay Christopherson, 7th. Larry Moody, 8th. Josh Packel comes home 9th. Taylor James, 10th. And it's Tim Burner, Kevin Click, Todd LaBelle, Matt Westfall, Tim Sims, 11th. And Brett Strickler rounding out the field here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Matt, what a race. That was absolutely insane there through those last 3 or 4 laps. Yeah, definitely. Race of the year, 100%. We waited until the last one to get it, but 100% race of the year for these DOB Big Block Modifieds. And without further ado, let's bring in the man of the hour here. Although he finishes 2nd in points, he takes home the win at the season finale here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Kevin Hanley there. Kevin, just get some words for you, man. This one has to feel sweet to finally get back in victory lane to end the season here. And what a way to do it there. Dominating performance, through that midway point of this race. But that car seemed to be handling pretty good there.
Yeah, the car was great all night. I love Charlotte. I love the way it races. It's always multi-groove. You can make speed a lot of different ways, so it's always fun to race there.
Well, let's get it.
It made me work at the end. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Let's get into the end of this race here because you're up there battling with the other Kevin Click for a couple of laps, and then out of nowhere comes the 15 car, Justin Sick. He really threw it in there and made this a 3-car dance. But yeah, these slide jobs, we're seeing you and Kevin trade back and forth for quite a while there. You guys put on a heck of a performance there, but looked like you guys had a lot of respect between the two of you. So hats off to both of you there. But yeah, just take us through the last couple laps of this race from your perspective, because I know those nerves had to be setting in.
Yeah, it was tough. I didn't really know where to be. I was making a lot of speed, running high on entry and crossing over back low. But on a restart, you can't run that line. You'll get run over. So I wasn't really sure if I should run the top or the bottom. And I picked the top. It definitely left the bottom open to a slide job there. They took advantage of it, and yeah, it made it interesting, that's for sure.
Absolutely made it interesting, but you come out on top here tonight, and let's just talk about this season overall as well, because obviously you had a really good year, finishing 2nd in the points. As we pull up these final standings here, a few back of Packel, but 3 wins on the season. Definitely no slouch, already having the 1 championship under your belt. Really gotta put some momentum to you as we head towards season 4.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Sounds like Chris is going to be bringing the big blocks back, so excited for that. Yeah, it was a good season. 3 wins is, that's a great season for me.
Absolutely.
I was hoping to pick up the championship, but Josh, he put it together. I don't think he had a bad finish all season. He was super consistent, fast. I know he got 2-3 wins himself, so
absolutely.
Championship.
Yeah, man. Congrats to him. We'll talk to him a little bit later. But Kevin, great season for you. Congratulations on 2nd, the win here tonight. And before we let you go ahead and shout out any sponsors or anybody else on that 110 car you think deserves some love for picking up this big win at the dirt track at Charlotte.
I just want to thank Chris and everyone at DOB for putting on the season. It's always a lot of fun. And yourself and the guys at Talking Dirt TV for putting on the broadcast. It's always a great show to watch.
Absolutely, Kevin. Well, thanks for the kind words. And hey, man, we really look forward to catching up with you again here, if as long as we are brought back on to produce season number 4 of these Big Block Modifieds. But once again, congratulations on this season.
Thank you.
So that was Kevin Hanley. Big win here tonight for the 110 car. Up next, we will have a word with the man who came out of nowhere, like Randy Orton delivered an RKO to come up and take that 2nd place finish here tonight. Justin Sick, driver of the number 15 car. Justin, this one almost a fairy tale ending for you, man. Almost a fairy tale ending. Settle for second, but man, did you make it interesting there at the end.
You know, it's crazy too because practice, my Oculus was messing up, and I was just like, come on. And then I actually got booted, and I was like, okay, let's get back in this. I ended up missing qualifying, so I was like, man, I have no shot. And no, dude, that track was good. The drivers were, it was awesome, and it was so cool to race around all those guys, man. They were respectful. You could put that car anywhere if you had the throttle control, and it just hooked up and went. And I found something in the middle there, and yeah, it was exciting, but the ending is sad. I come into this wanting to win this race with it being your guys' last one, and I kind of missed the whole season, but it was fun, man.
Absolutely, man. And you might say the ending was sad, but for us, that was probably, definitely a race of the year contender. And you're one of the big benefactors of it here. You get in there, you mix it up 3 wide, a couple of slide jobs, come home second here tonight. But, man, that's really all I could say, man. Y'all put on a spectacular showing. Anybody you want to thank here for getting you home second after picking up not only that, but the hard charger here tonight?
Oh, absolutely, man. Last week I was with somebody different. I was with them for a while. In the beginning of the week, I made a change, and I'm going to shout out those guys, all the guys at HCM, Andrew and those guys, everybody at Elite that puts in work to get the setups on point and stuff. My fiance for letting me do this stuff at nighttime. I know she's probably waiting for me to get off here. Everybody at the LCI team, you guys for putting the show on and giving us something to watch on these nights, so it was great, man. I had a blast.
Absolutely. Yeah, we had a blast watching it as well. And Justin, once again, congratulations on the second place finish here tonight. And we hope to catch up with you if you decide to run with us in season 4.
I'll probably be there.
All right.
Right on.
That is your top 2. Let's have a word now with third place finisher here tonight, Mr. Eric Tupper, +9 to end the night after 100 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Man, Eric, what a season for you. Although, you don't get you didn't have, a top 2 in points there, but 2 wins this year. Definitely among slim company there with only 2 other guys picking up 2 wins. So got to feel good about that. And even tonight, man, that 115 absolutely on a rail there in the second half of this race. What was it like from the driver's perspective there?
I always got to wait till Charlotte slicks off. I'm never really any good here on the tacky, and honestly, Charlotte's not one of my better tracks. To come home third, I think is pretty good, especially with the company of who races in this league. Hanley, Josh Bickel, congrats on the championship. Justin Sick now in this league. He came from 15th to 2nd. That's one heck of a run. Hanley is always fast. Chris Roberts is fast. Dean's fast. They're all real competitive drivers. And we had, you've seen it here tonight. We ran a lot of green flag laps, and I think it was a really good time tonight.
Absolutely, definitely up there for race of the year, to say the least. But for you, great season. You say Charlotte's not one of your better tracks, but I beg to differ with that performance, especially later on in that race when this thing got slick. That 115 seemed to hit another gear. Got in there at that battle at the very end with the top 5 really getting together, and you were able to outdo Chris there at the very end of this race as well. But really looking forward to seeing what you got for us in season 4. But before we let you go celebrate this run here tonight, go ahead, shout out any sponsors, anybody else that deserves love on this 115 for getting you home third.
Oh yeah, I got to thank the winning bid diecast auctions. My team, Wicked Joker Motorsports, you guys for broadcasting, Chris for putting on the shows. Anybody that watches the streams on YouTube or wherever else you guys broadcast, I'm not sure the other platforms, if any. But yeah, hopefully next season I can hit all the races and not miss the first 2 like I did this year, and give Josh a run for his money at that championship.
Ooh, them's fighting words. I like it. Man, we are certainly looking forward to that. But Eric, once again, congratulations on this top 3 here tonight. We look forward to catching up with you next season.
Definitely.
So that was your top 3. Go ahead and hit that unmute button there as we crown our season 3 champion with the DOB Big Block Modifieds, Mr. Joshua Piquel. Josh, what a season. 10 races, 10 top 10s. Well, this would be 8 top 5s and 2 wins to cap off your second championship in a row. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. I know it's iRacing, but all the feels they have to be there for you.
Oh yeah, we're pumped about it. That was a fun season, man. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. The competition is definitely stiff in this one.
Absolutely. And then just a little bit about tonight there. You missed qualifying. I'm not going to ask why. Not going to get into your personal business. But you missed qualifying here, have an early race incident there. But you're able to fire back here, come home ninth. What was the makings that went into your run here with us this evening?
Yeah, the drop of the green, man. It was just wrong place, wrong time. Couple cars got into it underneath me and stuffed me right in the wall, and after that the car was just not the same. My right rear was tucked away underneath the body panel, and she was super loose, but yeah, we managed. It would have been nice to have been up there running around everybody, but yeah, I felt like it was just kind of putting in laps tonight.
You definitely did more than enough to secure that championship. I'm pretty sure you had it locked up as we came in anyways, but still good to see you with this kind of showing here tonight. But, man, super proud of the season you've had here. Again, a bunch of wins, every top 10. I mean, doesn't get any better than that. Who do you want to thank, man? Thank everybody that's ever helped with this 33 as you get a Season 3 championship with us here at DOB.
Yeah, first off, I got to thank my beautiful girlfriend for letting me get on here 2 nights a week for a couple hours a night. She's just been really putting up with it. Got to thank everybody over at Most Modern Motorsports, Darren especially, and Chris, and Methanol Mafia Production, Design Metal Art, and Butt Snorkeler.
Absolutely, man. Well, once again, huge congratulations. It's been a pleasure watching you this season. Do what you do best, and we can't wait to see if you can go for a three-peat as we come back with Season 4.
Yeah, I feel like the target grew a little bit bigger on my back. I'm just glad, even with the past, everyone still races clean and stuff. It's not like they're out to get me. They're just out to beat me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And let's see. I guess next year is going to be the defend the target year. Let's see, or next season, excuse me. It won't be a year, I hope, but next season is going to be the defend that target on the back. So good luck with that. But go celebrate some, man. Have some fun. Once again, our Season 3 points champion for the DOB Big Block Modifieds, Mr. Josh Piquel.
Thanks, Ryan.
So those are your top 3 and your points champion. As we did see Josh, the first shout out always got to be the girlfriend. That's a really, really smart move there by that young man. But Matt, what a season, man. This has been an absolute blast of a ride for us here at TDTV. Can't wait to hopefully do it again in Season 4. But any final closing comments here? As I really do believe, man, this might have been race of the year for these big blocks.
Oh, it sure was, man. Talking about a three wide battle there for the lead within the last 3 laps. I mean, come on, can't get no better than that. Great racing by all these guys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and we sure hope that Season 4 brings us more of the exact same. But, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time for Season 3 of the DOB Big Block Modifieds, for my broadcast colleague, Mr. Matt Pridgeon, for everybody involved with DOB, such as Chris Roberts, Darren Detweiler, Josh Piquel, and many, many more, I've been Ryan Williams signing off from the dirt track at Charlotte. We'll see you next time.